It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome.
The Jazz look to take charge at Energy Solutions Arena here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're going to bring it to you live. This road trip for the Celtics kicking things off here in this one. And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court right now for the Celtics. Horford is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Gerald Green. Then it's Thomas. And it's Brown in at the 2 guard.
And one thing about Gordon Hayward, he's an excellent playmaker for a small forward. Averaged over 4 assists a game after averaging over 5 the year before. So you've got to love a scorer who is also unselfish.
Here's the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Here's Thomas. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
No problems knocking that one down. Hood's got 5 now.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Quinn Snyder. He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin, we'll see if they have what it takes.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And you talked about Isaiah Thomas before. Certainly his short stature limits him on Clark, the defensive side.
Yeah, but you know what? He doesn't rack up a ton of steals, given his instincts and quickness. I think he really focuses on making his impact at the offensive end.
Brown the pass to Thomas. Dishes to Green. Right through the D for the layup. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Mickey's checked in for Jay Crowder. Jerebko comes in for Gerald Green. And it's Rozier in for Isaiah Thomas. So for the Jazz...
2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming up in just a bit,
The Jazz look to take charge at Energy Solutions Arena here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're going to bring it to you live. This road trip for the Celtics kicking things off here in this one. And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Nato, he's guarded by Thomas. And it's sent back by Horford. Hayward against Green. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. Here's Favors. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Celtics ball.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Mickey out there with Gerald Green. And it's Horford in at the 5. Hayward right side. Floats one, and it's sent back by Horford. Green dishes to Thomas. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Hayward grabs the board. What a season for Al Horford last year. Such a great display from him and his team as he led the Hawks to the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference.
And for all the team accomplishments the Hawks had, Horford was able to hit some of his own milestones as well. Had his first career triple-double last season.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Outside Bradley. Pass to Mickey. Back to Bradley. Here's Mickey. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
We'll now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Quinn Snyder. Doris?
He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin will see if they have what it takes.
Thank you, Doris. And he gets it to go.
Assistant, Avery Bradley.
Jazz have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Gobert with a screen on Green. Shot from the low block. That one a little long.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now, here's Thomas. They really needed more from him in that loss to the Clippers. Tries it from 9. It's deflected. Here's Hood, guarded by Bradley. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And guys, as many rookies do, Rodney Hood hit some major bumps in the road last season. I mean, he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper, yet only hit 41% of his shots. He had that foot injury that kept him out for a string of games. However, it really all came together for him in April, the last month of the season.
Here's Thomas. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And getting back to Hood over the last 7 outings of the season, he put up 20-plus points a game. He also, Clark, raised his shooting percentage to 45% from the field, 91% from the free throw line. Pretty impressive numbers.
Well, he was drafted to be a scorer, Kevin, and you're right. Very impressive. If he can do that consistently, that'll be nice value for the 23rd pick.
Utah with the ball. Gobert the screen. Favors attacking. Lays it up and banks it in. Favors got his first points in this one.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Thomas. Another shot. And it's Bradley laying it in.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
So it's Utah now, following the score by Avery Bradley. Here's Hayward. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Horford against Gobert. Horford gets the bucket.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Kicks it to Favors. He feeds it to Hood. Gobert the screen. Hayward passes to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Boston trailing. To the middle. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Well, you need good passing from your... forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. The 4th spot held by Gordon Hayward.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
I tell you what, you could put the isolated cam on these guys and you would notice how flawlessly they execute those entry passes. They create so many easy baskets in the low post because of how on time and on target those feeds are.
Boris Diaz checked in for Gobert. And the Celtics also making a change. Thomas is checked in. Here's Mack. He's guarded by Thomas. Hayward goes in. Over to the wing. Here's Mack. A good-looking shot from the wing. Mack's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Now, here's Brown. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Jerebko kicks to Brown. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Jazz leading by 4. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now, here's Thomas. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Thomas got his second bucket of the night.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't.
All right, fans, I want everyone here to get on up.
And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and
almost like a soccer atmosphere. I don't know if you've been to a soccer game overseas, but they're just always cheering, rowdy, jumping up and down, waving towels. It's just a great atmosphere, you know, and it's inspirational just to watch the support we have, and it's something that you want to play for the country.
a lot of fans south of the border in the U.S. are surprised when they learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going at the Air Canada Center, that place rocks. And it's great to hear Amir talk about how that pumps him up and makes him want to do it for Canada.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Utah, Exum and Burks, they're back. Boris Diaw is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Derek Favors checked in for Diaw. Rodney Hood subbed in for Johnson.
That's 2. Straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
And for Dante Exum, the first point guard chosen in the 2014 draft, number 5 overall, actually, he was taken over 2 other very talented and arguably more proven point guards coming in, those being Marcus Smart and Elfrid Payton.
Jazz leading by 8. Here's Burks. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Green dishes to Smart. Pass to Mickey. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Here's Gobert. And that comes off the assist by Exum. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to be in terms of effort.
So Boston ends up going with a new group.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul. Here's Gobert. He has 6. Outside Favors. Favors with the screen. Jazz passing it around.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league. Had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
Thomas passes to Brantley. Back to Thomas. The dish now to Horford. Gobert pulls it in. Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it has done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks. And he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
Feeds it to Burks. And Gobert kicks to Burks. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
From 13, the shot is off, and it's Boston the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And guys, these teams don't see each other too often, but last year they would have liked to see a little bit more of them, the way they were able to take care of their business.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. I mean, anytime you have an advantage on a team and you're looking to pile up wins, you'd like to have them on your schedule more times than just a couple.
Hood, that one's good from the corner. Hood's got 9 points.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Now, here's Thomas. He's guarded closely. Passes to Johnson. The second chance effort. Horford trying to free himself up. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Bradley. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
The Jazz making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Green's checked in. 1:43 left in the first half of basketball. Burks with the steal. Favors at the elbow. Gobert with a screen on Thomas. Favors with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Crowder pulls it in.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
It's deflected and stolen by Hayward. Dishes to Burks. Now the pass to Favors. And there's the feed to Burks. Nato, he's guarded by Thomas. Fades and shoots. And that's good off the ground.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
The Jazz look to take charge at Energy Solutions Arena here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're going to bring it to you live. This road trip for the Celtics kicking things off here in this one. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Horford is out there with Mickey. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. Here's Hood. Just 5 to shoot. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Hood's got his team on the board to start the game for Utah. Here's Bradley. Right wing. From about 19 feet. Utah with the rebound. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
You know, but they were able to hang in there for most of that game. But at the end, you know, when it matters most in terms of what I call winning time, they just could not make the plays on either end of the floor.
Yeah, I like that term, winning time. But as you said, they didn't get run over, but just couldn't convert when they needed to in the end.
You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
Cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
And for Favors and his youth, he has made big strides. And in a few years' time could be one of the more dominant bigs in our league.
Inside, Mickey can't get it to go. So Utah will take it the other way. Here's Hayward. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hayward's got his second bucket tonight.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And guys, with Favors, his development, you know, you forget, sometimes it takes big men a little longer to figure it out. I mean, he's certainly been putting it together here the last few seasons.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
And stolen by Favors. Pass to Hayward. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Hayward's got 7 points. Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Clippers.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
And the Jazz with possession here, following the bucket by the Celtics. Favors with the screen. To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Here's Bradley after the basket by Utah. Horford kicks to Bradley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another basket for Boston.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
The pass to Favors. Feeds it to Hood. Back to Favors. Shot from the wing. Hood can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Brown wide open. He fires. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Quinn Snyder. Doris, what do you have to say?
He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin will see if they have what it takes.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. That one off the back iron and out. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Crowder's checked in.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here for the Jazz. Boris Diaz checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Dante Exum in for Gordon Hayward. It's stolen by Brown. In the corner, Bradley with it. Exum pulls it in. Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns in their first meeting. He took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared them down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench, man. He had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
It's Brown with the drive. Horford dishes to Brown. The three-point.